All praise and honor, glory to you. How about Shem El Shai B'Shem Kakodash? Call Elohim Wahawa Al Hayanao Yahweh Bahashem El Shai B'Shem Kakodash. All praises and glory to our power, Yahweh Shem El Shai B'Shem Kakodash, which are uttered in Paleo Hebrew. And give a double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone, who well. Peace and salutations to the election. Bakayariam Shal Yasha'Allah. That's, of course, the first fruits, the choicest parts, the best. All right, those are the 144,000. The Nabiyah amount of prophets the Lord has given, elected, handpicked to give this word to preach. And of course, you have the rest of the 1/3 believers, men, women, and children that will believe in this word and this truth. 2/3 will be cut off here and die here in America in the coming destruction. Shemel Mahnes Amapa from the Great Millstone. Plaintables can't locate it here in the city of Philadelphia. I'm Lamadi Ma'ait. Come on, lesson, are we lesson? Biden satisfies no one with lackluster speech decrying this anti and you have it in Islamophobia. All right. Last night, CNN spent its prime time segment decrying, which decrying means to denounce, the president, Democrat president, radio silence on the whole Gaza-related campus protests and chaos. I'll have to go into that. But it says MSM pundits have pointed to the lack of leadership as violence at times erupted from the UCLA to Columbia to a number of elite schools. Now, let's just go directly to what we need. Now, it says here, as expected, and this is by this particular author, Tyler Durden, it says Biden began by trying to chart some middle course condemning this in Islamophobia through many conservatives have pointed out. It's only the former. They are seeing evidence during these campus protests. It says here, quote, dissent is essential to democracy. Dissent is defined as the expression or holding opinions at variance or differences with those previous, common or officially held. But dissent must never lead to disorder or denying the rights of others. Now, this statement itself, is confusion. Because if somebody has a opposing view, that could lead to these different things. But, that's just what I'm going to say here. But it says here also, no place for Shana, which is hate speech, in Babylon, America, Biden said. The line about denying the rights of others appears to be a very vague reference to the students occupying buildings and denying the ability of tuition-paying students to get to their class. That's a protest. You got it here, where he basically stated what he had to state. And you could check that out. Deliver marks.
Threatening people, intimidating people, instilling fear in people is not peaceful protest. It's against the law. Dissent is essential to democracy, but dissent must never lead to disorder or to denying the rights of others so students can finish the semester and their college education. Look, it's basically a matter of fairness. It's a matter of what's right. There's the right to protest, but not the right to cause chaos. People have the right to get an education, the right to get a degree, the right to walk across the campus safely without fear of being attacked. But let's be clear about this as well. There should be no place on any campus, no place in America for anti-Semitism or threats of violence against Jewish students. There is no place for hate speech or violence of any kind, whether it's anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, or discrimination against Arab Americans or Palestinian Americans. It's simply wrong. There's no place for racism in America. It's all wrong. It's un-American. I understand people have strong feelings and deep convictions. In America, we respect the right and protect the right for them to express that. But it doesn't mean anything goes. It needs to be done without violence, without destruction, without hate, and within the law.
Okay, so you hear the statements said by him. Now, like I say, these things of division, is going down, and a lot of prophecies are just kicking off. So, us, we know that as it tells you. Let me see. I think it's James as well. See if I can find this one precept. All right, this is the book of James chapter 1 and 19. And it says here, you can start even above 1 and 17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. All right, so that's good to know. And cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Of his own will beget he us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. All right, these are instructions. For the wrath of man worketh not righteousness of the Most High. All right. Now, what I'm just making the point is to be slow to speak. Is that's what I'm making my point. Because in these times, you have to be very calculated with the things you do speak out your mouth, because as law continues to become more and more draconian, you having a good temperance over your speech can actually, make things all right. It can get you out of a situation, or not, put you in a situation. Because we know, like, we was out on the highways and hedges, maybe maybe a month ago, and somebody actually screamed out, "Oh, there goes the false," and you say, they basically saying like one of the tribes of Judah, right? Yahweh, but we're talking about really the Israelites, and it could have been someone from, the I'm gonna call them little boys, okay? Little boys, as people would say, small hatters, and they things are 48ers, okay, of the 19. But we a lot of times we just let that go, we don't sit there and chase people and all these different things, okay? And we're professionals at what we do, okay, as prophets, teachers, all right? We doing things proper and professional, okay? Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, okay? And superfluity, I'm just gonna go into it, or some gain or profit, preeminence, and a lot of times it's like, you think you always gotta have this one up. We already had the one up. We have the truth, but we don't want to veer off to where, like I say, we, being as these ravening wolves and getting ourselves in trouble instead of being harmless as doves. Okay. It says, and receive with meekness the engrafted word which is able to save your souls. Okay. But be ye a doer of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholding himself and goeth his way, and straightforward forgetteth what manner of man he is. Yeah. And it says, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed, in your work. If any man among you seem religious, okay, which, going to religious, going to Rescos, which we have, this goes into having ceremonious worship, okay, which we have that. We have laws, statute, commandments, okay, the Lord gave unto us and dealing with us. And brideth not his tongue. And now brideth goes into temperance in a sense, right? Because you're restraining, all right, or curbing. Not his tongue, his language, right? But deceiveth his own heart, this man religion is vain. Because the scriptures teach us how to be, tempered. All right. Right now, like I said, you got, like I say, this whole bill. Let me see, you had the House pass a particular controversial, as they saying, a bill that expands the definition of this. Alright, right groups warn that the definition could further chill freedom of speech as protests continue on college campus. And it's just being very, very, very calculated and using the season and time to push forward these different laws. Now, obviously, this is passed to the House, and I believe then the Senate will have to, basically then make it into law, I believe, right? The House of Representatives have overwhelmingly passed a bill that would expand the federal definition of this. All right. Despite opposition from civil liberties groups, the bill passed the House on Wednesday of this big margin of 320 to 91, and largely seen as a reaction of the ongoing anti-war protests unfolding on the U.S. University campuses. And it now goes to the Senate for consideration, right? Or really they're going to deliberate and see if they're going to pass it, which most likely they will do. And it says if it were to become law, it would codify the definition here of anti, as we go into, created by the International HCOS Remembrance Alliance and Title 4, right, of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Okay? And that is a federal anti-discrimination law that bars discrimination based on shared ancestry, ethnic characteristic, or nation of origin. Alright? So, we see what's going on. Scriptures tell you that we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. And it says, or 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, least Satan, which Satan is, we're talking about the physical demon, that is Shaitan, Esau, Edom, should get advantage over us, for we are not ignorant of his devices or plots of an evil origin. Okay? And we know it's easily to, you can use this to, getting passed, and just brothers out there, get caught up, being on some over righteous, thinking that they gonna just cuss out each of those that come by. We just teach the scriptures as simple as plain, professional manner as we do. Every brother got their own spirit, but I know with me, I'm pretty just straightforward, just dictating information, and it is what it is. You just see the confounding going on, but all that, we see a particular person walking by, and then you just automatically screaming out and shouting all this madness. It, which I'm saying madness in the sense of, you being a fool and getting yourself in a snare, fall into Eve's trap, because it's perfect. Oh, he said this. Okay, there you go. I'm such and such. I feel offended. And, that's it. All right. Everybody know the different appropriate precepts, with the Isaiah that talk about woe unto them that let's see, it's Isaiah 5, I forget. What's that? Everybody, the scripture that the unrighteous decrees, that's Isaiah 10, my fault. Isaiah 10, which I'm not gonna read. Or I can read it. Woe unto them that decree or order unrighteous decrees, these laws that right grievances which they prescribed, they pre-wrote. Yeah, to turn aside the needy from judgment and take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay. We all know the different scriptures, or we should. But just let's conduct ourselves professionally. Lead Apostle Jahar put out a PSA too, because you don't want to just get yourself in a snare. So, and E sets traps and snares. All right, so I think that's it for now. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll do another lesson on the whole protest things. But shalom to you, like.